Hey everyone, so I'm so excited about today's video because I just purchased the 3 new shades of the Fenty Gloss Bombs. Love this formula, love the Fenty Gloss Bombs, so I am always really excited when a new shade comes out. I have the new 3 that have come out, and I also have the other 3 that she has in her line. In today's video, I'm going to give you lip swatches, I'm going to talk about the formula as a whole, and also just give you some details, which of the shades I like the most, and if they are consistent throughout the shades. So these retail for $19. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that the price went up on these. I could have sworn that they used to be a little bit less expensive. Let me know in the comments down below if you know, but you get 0.35 fluid ounces in here, and there are 3 new shades. The one I was most excited about was a new clear Fenty Gloss Bomb shade called Glass Slipper. I'm really glad that she decided to come out with the clear, because when Diamond Milk came out, though I like Diamond Milk, I was looking for a more clear lip gloss without all of the glitter throughout it, and they finally did, so I was really excited about this one. And then there are 2 other shades. The one on my lips today is Hot Chocolate. This one is really, really gorgeous, and I'll talk more about how much I like this one in a second. It looks more pigmented in the packaging, but once you apply to the lips, it shears out and it looks really pretty. And she also came out with a light pink shade called Sweet Mouth. This one I think is really pretty for like a Valentine's Day gift. So let's talk about all 3 of these new shades, and then I'll talk about the formula as a whole. Let's just start with Hot Chocolate since it's what is on my lips. This is a really pretty cool toned chocolate brown. One thing that I love about the way that they formulated this shade though is that it's not too incredibly pigmented while also being a deeper color. I am the kind of person that I don't like a very opaque gloss. That's one of the reasons I already love the Fenty Gloss Bombs. It's a really pretty cool tone shade, but it doesn't look gray whatsoever. I imagine that this will look really cool and a little bit more edgy on someone with my skin tone, but if you have deeper skin, I imagine that this will be so flattering. It does give my lip gloss look just a little bit of edge. There are so many lip glosses out there, right? And a lot of them focus on the same sort of shades, peachy pinks. It has a cooler undertone, but it's not unflattering. I do think that some people are scared to try out cool toned makeup because it can be unflattering depending on your skin undertone. But this one is really, really pretty. If you guys are familiar with the shade Pony from the Glossier Play line, the vinyl lick lip, I like this color the same reason I like that one. I also really enjoy this shade in particular because it reminds me of why I fell in love with the original Fenty Gloss Bomb, because I don't know if you can tell, it just defines the lips in a really pretty way. It gives you that sheen. It gives you a very, very subtle shimmer, nothing that you can really easily see on the lips. Those little glitters just almost add to the light reflection quality of it. It's difficult to find a lip gloss that will define the lips and feel like you're not missing something like a lip liner or a lipstick. This one does it all for me. It makes my lips look voluminous while not having too much opacity. So I think that Fenty really found a perfect balance with the shade. Definitely, absolutely a new favorite. Next, let's talk about Sweet Mouth. So this is a little bit more of a paler, milky pink. This reminds me quite a bit of Fussy. The glitter throughout this one is actually quite subtle. The glitter throughout all of them is quite subtle, but I definitely see less of it than I do in like the Hot Chocolate shade. So when I apply this shade to my lips, it comes off as just a very faint wash of pale pink. There's definitely a slight milky quality to it. I think some people do like that in a lip gloss, so I can see why Fenty came out with a shade like this. This one is also nice too because I feel like it's kind of a middle point between the clear lip gloss and Fussy. It's somewhere in between, definitely a little bit more on the lighter side. So if you're looking for a very natural, everyday lip gloss and you're just looking for a lip gloss to give you that slightly pale pink shine, I think that you will really like this one. Just out of personal preference, this isn't my favorite shade. And finally, Glass Slipper from Fenty. This to me is awesome if you're looking for a lot of shine and a clear lip gloss, but you don't want stickiness. What Fenty does right with their lip glosses is they give you shine, they look really comfortable and flattering on the lips, but they just aren't sticky. They feel more like a balm. Whenever you wear them after you take them off, with some lip products, some lip glosses, sometimes your lips feel even more dry or they feel a little bit waxy. Let me know down in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Whenever these fade on the lips, it just leaves you feeling like you have a balm on. So for something like this that I can quickly apply and be out the door, the texture and the formula of the Fenty is to me ideal. It looks very shiny and pretty on the lips. I love the formula, I love the texture. But one thing that I have really loved about the Fenty gloss bombs is that it does give you that subtle definition, and Fenty is really, really good at formulating the perfect shades with the perfect amount of pigment. So I do feel like, in a weird sense, this doesn't necessarily have the same magic that the other glosses have. It's an excellent clear lip gloss. This one's good for every day if you want a nourishing lip gloss. But if you're looking for a clear lip gloss that almost like fills in the lines of your lips and gives you an ultra glassy finish, I don't think that that is necessarily what you're going to get from this one. It's all going to depend on personal preference. I actually am coming out with a video very, very soon where I reviewed, I believe, 6 different drugstore clear lip glosses. I have a ton of experience with them. Definitely make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you are excited about that video. But anyway, I just feel like the magic of the gloss bombs is that they make the lips look bigger with those shades. And the clear just doesn't have the same magic, in my opinion, as the others do. Same great Fenty formula, but I do think that there might be other options. Actually, I'm definitely sure, because I'm coming out with that video soon, that there are options that are comparable for a lower price point. Now let's quickly talk about the other shades. So I have Diamond Milk and Universal. I also have Fussy, I just can't find it, but I do still have a clip of me applying it to my lips. So we'll start there. Fussy, like I was saying before, I feel like is great for just a basic nude pink, one that I go to over and over, and I think is much more flattering on a wide range of people than something like Sweet Mouth. And it has that really subtle sheen and shimmer throughout it without being gritty whatsoever. And I think I prefer Fussy because it still defines and accentuates the lips in a very effortless and pretty way. That's definitely the same reason why I love Fenty Glow. If you are deciding between Fussy and Fenty Glow, I would say that if you want a little bit more of a bronzy undertone, I would go with the original Universal Gloss Bomb rather than going with Fussy. If you want a little bit more of that pink tone, go with Fussy. What makes Universal, the original Fenty Gloss Bomb, so special in my opinion, and I describe this every time I talk about it, to me it's like a bronzer and highlight for your lips all mixed into one. It highlights the lips with a lot of light and it's very light reflective. The sheen throughout is so subtle that you can barely even see it on the lips, which I personally love. I really don't like chunky sparkles throughout my lip glosses. It defines them in that very subtle bronzy way. When Fenty comes out with universal shades, because the brand is so focused on complementing a wide range of skin tones, when they formulate these shades to be universal, they are actually universal. They are actually going to look good on everyone, and I absolutely think that that is the case, which is why I always, if you haven't tried any of the shades, I always recommend going with the universal because I just think it's so flattering. It's a holy grail product for me. As for Diamond Milk, now Diamond Milk in comparison with Glass Slipper, I mean, you can even see just in the tube, the only thing that's really distinguishing these two products is that Diamond Milk has a little bit more of that milky white pigment to it and a lot of glitter. This to me is my least favorite out of all of the shades, only because I don't like a really icy lip gloss look on me. But one good thing about a lip gloss like this with all of that glitter is, again, it's not going to feel like it's a lot of glitter on your lips, but I do find that the glitter within this one is the most noticeable on the lips, just in the way that it looks and appears to the eye. So if you really like a more sparkly, glitzy look, I think Diamond Milk for you might be the way to go. But between these two, I would definitely reach for Gloss Slipper more for an everyday basis. If you're looking for a lip gloss to just give you a little bit of definition, a very comfortable, non-sticky feeling that's just going to fade to feel like a lip balm, I love these. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed the video, if you want to see more of my videos, and if you're excited about the upcoming clear lip glosses from the drugstore video where I rounded up a bunch of them and tested them. That video has definitely been a process to do, so I'm really excited about it. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will hopefully see you in my next one.